shepherd's pie. There are going to be so many cheats, I'm going to get slaughtered and probably kicked out of the magic circle of chefs. Do I care? We are starting. Put the ring on. Nice big pot. 1 cow. We've gone a little bit healthy with the 1 cow. Now, it isn't technically shepherd's pie because it's beef mince, not lamb, which makes it cottage pie. But I am putting a little lamb twist in it, which you'll see about in a bit. It's a little cheat. Spray some of that, this 1 cow in. I don't know how much of that you really meant to use. Get your pan hot. Chopped onions. It doesn't even look chopped, does it? I've chopped it so well it didn't even look chopped. Into the pan. Get them cooking off. And what I do when I'm frying onions, because we all like a bit of mixed herbs liven up everything. They make everything taste that little bit better, especially if it's plain, boring and cheating like what I'm doing. Right, and what I do is I fry the herbs now. Put a little sprinkling of them in with the onions. Look, mixed herbs and onions. Cook them off, and as they say on the telly, until they're softened. Now, I'm not really sure what softened is, but they've changed colour and they've gone soft. You don't want them fried and burnt, although if you wanted to, you could. Nobody's going to judge. They are done, so what we do is we're going with the mince. Like I said, beef mince, not lamb mince. Lamb mince would be shepherd's pie. Beef mince is much cheaper. So that goes in. And we get the mince all mixed in nicely. Give it a good old mix up. I'm going to angle that camera a bit actually, so that you can see when it's browned, or you can see it brown. Make sure you stir it. Make sure you get rid of the excess fat as well. The meat's browned, onions are softened, bit of pepper's gone in. Look at that. Browned. I probably angled that camera too much now because now I look like this. Look, I'm going to be doing lots of cheats now. Ignore the noise of the washing machine because that's probably going to get really loud. Plenty of cheats. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, alright? We are putting in stock cube. Crumbled stock cube in. Do it up high, do it down low, it doesn't matter. Stock cube is in. We are going for Worcestershire sauce. A few blobs of that. Both of them add seasoning because I put no salt in this. You don't need too much salt in your life. Who needs salt? Give that a little mix round. Just so it sort of coats the meat a little bit. That's what I like to do. Pepper, Worcestershire sauce. It's just so easy to say that, Worcester sauce. And an oxo cube. This is the brilliant cheat bit. First of all, shepherd's pie mix from Sainsbury's. It adds a little extra flavour, I think. Listen, you don't have to follow this by the rule. You can criticise me, I don't care. This is just powdered flavouring that goes in. Probably more seasoning as well. That goes in, give it a mix. Okay? Oh, I haven't even put the ring back on. Bit of heat in the pan. Because we all know that shepherd's pie, cottage pie, whatever this is or isn't, comes with gravy. Little added bonus, I didn't do enough. Some carrot. I boiled up some carrots earlier. They're going in as well. Probably not enough there for 1 in 5 a day, but at least it's sunny. And it adds a little bit of colour. So there it is. So what we want now, we've got a freshly boiled kettle, and this is where even more cheat comes in. You can criticise me, I don't care, because this is going to taste the nuts. This is the little lamb twist I was going to add over. Look, lamb gravy granules. They're not mine, I stole them from someone else's cupboard. There's not many in there. I'll just put a little sprinkling of lemon to add a little bit of lamb flavour, I suppose. But mainly more gravy granules. So you go as, this is all doing it by trial and error. Bit of gravy in, gravy powder, boiling water in. And that will all gradually thicken up as you're cooking. So if you think it's too thick, you add more water. If you think it's too thin, add more gravy granules. It's a bit of trial and error. I've done this 1,000 times. I don't get it perfect every time. I have to add. You can never subtract though, can you? So at the minute that's already looking too thick. So I'm going to add some more water in that and we're probably pretty much done. and we'll boil it away for, I don't know, a few minutes, 5-10 minutes, and that's the bottom part of the cottage slash shepherd's pie done. Look at this, look. My kitchen looks like a wreck behind me over here. It is an absolute wreck. And like I say, you can criticise, you can thumbs up, you can thumbs down. Just subscribe to Adam and Val. He's bound to interject at some point. He likes doing that when we're not together. He does all the editing, not me, so whatever bits are in and ain't in are up to you. Now that, to me, through the steam, looks good to me. A little bit of carrot in there. You could add peas. People add tomatoes in their cottage pies, shepherd's pies. I think that looks, thickness wise, it looks fine. I'm going to simmer that for 5 minutes, and I'm going to make a cup of tea before we assemble the pie and make the mash. Mashed potato. I think we've seen this gadget before. Mashed potato for the shepherd's pie. The mince, the onions, the gravy. Not that very exciting. This, a bit more exciting. If you've seen it before, I apologise. Do I apologise? Not really. There's noise from washing machine. There's noise, the window's open, it's windy out. Let's get on. In here, it's hot. Potatoes. Boiled potatoes. Butter. Plenty of it. Whack that in. Little trick. I always put a bit of olive oil in my mash. I don't really know why. This isn't an exact recipe. You can just do whatever you want. You haven't got to do what I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I do. Bit of olive oil in there. These super chefs and everything, I've seen them warm milk up, warm cream up, egg yolks, a lot in your mash. This is just going on top of a shepherd's pie. I put a little splash of milk in. I don't heat it up or anything like that, because this does all the work. Just put it in, plunge it down, and it is making the best mash ever. Forget rices and all that malarkey. Forget hard work pumping it down with one of them old style mashers. This is the only way to do your mash. And I said that the mince and the onions was boring. After all that zhuzhing, look at that. That mash is superb. Look at that, lovely, smooth, soft, lump-free mash. Not an egg yolk, not heated cream, none of that in sight. That is going to look superb on top of the shepherd's pie. Putting that on top will be coming next. The mash is made, the pie is made. We've seen all that process. Now we're going to put it together. Now the posh chefs would pipe it onto the pie. I'm not going to pipe it, we're going to use that. We're just going to splodge it on. And the little tip that I'm going to give, again, you don't have to do what I say, do it how you want. They've all cooled down, they're better when they're cooled down. The mash is practically cold, and the pie is lukewarm at the most. Ideally, I'd probably put it in the fridge, the actual pie bit, into the fridge for half hour or so, because the mash will sit on it better then. But anyway, let's put the mash on. And just what I do is I put it in 4 corners. It's easier to work with. Oh, thanks, someone's coming in. Who's coming in? Huh? Put the mash on. The ratio isn't relevant. Put as much mash or as little mash as you want. More mash, more pie. It's up to you. Interruptions, the problems of filming in a busy household. So that's all on. So we're just going to smooth that out. We'll get a fork. Use that and fork and smooth it out a little bit. So the fork work is done. And there you can see finished pie. Now all these little rough bits, these rough edges, there, leave them, they go nice and crispy when it's cooking. Now, when it comes to cheese, there will be some cheese going on this, probably 10 minutes into baking, 15 minutes into baking. Grated cheese over the top, just to, but you don't have to. There are no rules. This is do it as you want. And to be fair, I probably haven't done as much mash. You can probably see little gaps. But that's the whole point. You don't need measurements. You don't need to weigh everything out. Do it how you want to do it. You don't have to cheat. You can criticise me. You can put tomatoes in. You can put peas in. You can do whatever you want. That's the thing. What you want. Not me. I'm just showing you how I like to do a shepherd's pie. Later on, you might get to see the finished article once it's cooked, a bit of cheese, and once it's being eaten. I'm going to have Brussels sprouts with mine. Who wants to see a shepherd's pie cooked? Cottage pie. Shepherd's pie, cottage pie, you know. There he is. All the crispy knobbly bits I was talking about. Got a bit bubbly around the edges, that's fine. Put the cheese on, it's all melted. Supper is ready. Shepherd's pie, rubbish to serve nice. A few little sprouts. You can't ever get it looking nice on the plate. It just spreads out. A few sprouts, a bit of mustard. You know what I mean? Taste the pie. It's a good shepherd's pie. I keep saying shepherd's. Cottage pie. I'll get it right one day. Anyway, enjoy.
Well done on that, Vincent. Well done. I'm just about to test it. He sent me the shepherd's / cottage pie to be tested. That is just cooked. So this is it here. I'm just going to test it now. I've got to say no, I have already tested a bit of it. Here we go, a bit's going in. Oh, that is the best cottage shepherd's pie you're going to taste today. But what's better than a shepherd's pie is his Brussels sprouts. That boy knows how to cook a Brussels sprout. Take it from me. That's the best Brussels sprout you will eat today. Oh. It's the sort of thing you eat and it almost brings a tear to your eye, this Brussels sprouts. In a nice way. In a nice way, that's bringing a tear to my eye. That Brussels sprout is so nice. But the shepherd's pie, let's get a bit more of this shepherd's pie and give it a proper test. So here's the mashed potato and the shepherd's pie. That is the creme de la pap of shepherd / cottage pie right there. 10 out of 10, Vincent, 10 out of 10.